Peace, y'all. This is your love story for today. Okay, so basically, what I'm going to do is just do a collective love reading for you guys, just to tap in to see what the energies are like for you thus far. And I'm going to start with my Romance Angels deck. Okay, so this is a collective general reading, so keep in mind sometimes everything may not resonate with you. It could just simply be that it's not resonating with you at this moment. Does not mean that it's not going to happen. I do pick up on past, present, and future energies. And sometimes it's not going to be your complete story, right? Because if I got 100 people watching, my spirit guides are just tapping into bits and pieces of everybody's life, right? This is what personal readings are for. So if you do want a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me through my IG. The link is in my bio. And for YouTube, it'll be at the in the detail box of this video. But however, I want to set my intentions to make sure we're all on the same page energetically here, because I do know, sometimes some people tend to not understand the concepts of collective readings. And I want to keep the energy balance here. So if you feel like you're not in alignment with that, just go ahead and click off the video. Point blank, just click off the video. You know how this saying going. It's like all support ain't good support, all money ain't all money ain't good money, pretty much, right? And I'm okay with that, right? Because I do have my supporters that love me, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. So I'm gonna just stick to that. Set my intentions real quick. I was just touching my salt bowl because it kind of like helps balance me out. But however, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this collective love reading. I thank you for protecting us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you, and closing the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will or the purpose of these readings. Thank you so much for protecting me from any psychic attacks and any negative energies being projected towards me. Thank you for closing all doors of communication to anyone who is against me or the purpose of these readings. And so it is. All right, so Instagram, I only can record about 15 minutes on here. Go over to my YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted as soon as this video is available. All right, YouTube, go to my IG, please, and follow me over there. I do post inspirational messages. I also post other videos that are not on YouTube to my IG. Now, you guys, let's jump right in. Thank you, my spirit guides. What is the collective love message for today? You guys are on a spiritual journey, okay? This is why you have this unrequited love that's taking place in your situation here. All right, so religious factors is what affects your love life. So some of you could have different religious upbringings, or literally you're on a spiritual journey, right? You have to go through some healing, learning your gifts, connecting with the divine, tapping into your higher self, things like that, right? First, closing out cycles first before you can get to the love, right? The balanced love, the steady love here. So the unrequited love card, I'm gonna show you guys the cards real quick. It's just basically saying that it's something that happens where you can't keep the chemistry going, right? It's either someone withdraws their energy while someone is chasing, you understand, or vice versa. And that's pretty much what's happening here, but it has a lot to do with your spiritual journey. Is some things that you have to overcome in your everyday life, right, in order to get balance, and so that you can keep this connection going here. And it has a lot to do with your codependencies, because the next card that's here is free yourself. Okay, so free yourself is like take back control of your life, take back control of your love life, right? Take back control of your personal life, take back control of your freedom, which keeps you bound to the past hurt, past pain, past trauma, old ways of thinking, old habits, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you can think of that just pretty much keeps you stuck, right, from being able to invite or even accept love to come in. Okay, so once all of this takes place here, it's like ding, 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 you made it to the next level, which will be the honeymoon. This is when you can ascend into the next stage of your relationship here, or your situation, whatever is going on, right? And you'll be able to enjoy those moments, because you know how the honeymoon period goes, right? You have this time where everything just seems so lovely. You guys are just in love. Like So you get that period, or literally this could mean you will have a honeymoon. Okay, you guys will get married and ascend to something higher, something deeper, but you have to overcome whatever these codependencies are here. Now, Instagram, I might forget to say, oh yeah, engagement. I might forget to tell y'all that this video is over. All right, so forgive me because it will just cut right off. And if this is not your energy, y'all, reverse these roles as you see fit, okay? Because you know who plays what in your story. I don't know if you're masculine watching or feminine. But however, like I said, remember, it was like your love life is ascending. It will ascend to a higher level of commitment here, because that's the next card. So you got the engagement card and the honeymoon card. So this is basically saying that this situation involves marriage, okay? Your person will definitely propose to you. Tell us more. So let me tell you, I would like to know what is it that you need to be freed from. Okay, so we're gonna find that out. This is definitely new love for some of you guys, and this could also mean that this is new love with someone that you've already been connected to. Okay, make the effort within this connection, because great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you the steps so that you can get to this honeymoon and to this engagement here, honey. Okay, so deal with whatever these codependencies are that you're having, okay, and get on path, because this is a part of your spiritual journey here. All right, so this is divine love is what Spirit just spoke to me. So you probably are involved with a higher level soulmate here. Thank you for telling us. What is it that they need to free themselves from? Well, Spirit is getting ready to tell me a different story, so hold on one second. I got this Ten of Swords card. The Ten of Swords card is basically saying that someone is feeling burdened, okay, or obligated by a certain situation here. It's not telling me what it is, but it creates a lot of issues for them in their life, okay, especially when it comes to being romantic. What are these issues, Spirit? What are these issues that it's creating? What are they burdened by? All right. Oh, there's another card. So, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so really, someone's juggling. And they're trying to manage so many different things at once. It's like trying to balance between love, work, family, business, your own personal self, all of that stuff, right? It creates an atmosphere where it can either become very competitive, because people end up having to compete for someone's attention, or you can't provide enough energy to what's most important, because you're pulled in so many different directions, right? And it causes an imbalance, pretty much, where someone just ends up neglecting themselves, neglecting the people they care about, or neglecting whatever situations that they're involved in. Now, it's like you want to celebrate, okay? You want to be able to have something more relaxed, something more stable here, but you feel unwelcome, or you feel like you're not getting enough support, okay? Or hey, what's going on here? You're looking for some justice to be served. I have the Justice card here in the upright position. So there has been some injustice done to you in the past, okay? So whatever this injustice is that was done to you in the past is getting ready to lead up to what it is that you need to free yourself from. All right, so you probably were married before, or in some type of commitment before, that has really left an impression on you, especially emotionally here. Okay, now you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. So if you are the feminine energy of my collective, this is for you. Okay, so the Queen of Swords has had a lot of challenges. Like I said, whatever these previous situations that have taken place in your life has created a lot of challenges. So when you're constantly facing trials and adversities, or you're being hurt by something, and you really start to put up this wall, right? You end up creating or setting boundaries for yourself. So that's the word I want to use. You end up setting boundaries for yourself and you're upfront. So you get to this point where your tolerance level is low. So your tolerance level is low. You're not really beating around the bush when it comes to speaking your truth or whatever it is that you feel that you need for yourself, right? And this is where you're at. Okay, so previously, before, you have elevated and you are growing, is what Spirit is saying here. Because you're learning how to be direct in your communication. You're learning how to set these boundaries. But previously, before, you probably were very emotional, where you allowed your emotions to get the best of you, or you could have been very cold in your energy, right? Some of all of us have been in toxic relationships and even contribute to the toxicity in relationships at some point. Okay, so that also could be some of the issues. I don't like to use the word issues, but what it is that you possibly could need to free yourself from. Okay, you might be still having this residual energy that's there that causes you to be very cold-hearted or very harsh in your communication. Okay, now you got to start making a plan for yourself here. Make a decision, right? Because Spirit is saying it's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone here, because you've been playing it safe. You really play it safe, and you won't take any risks because you had so many failed plans in your past, especially when it comes to romance. So you probably, you had this goal or you had a plan in your mind, say like if you were married before. You weren't expecting to get divorced. Your plan was long term. This is what we usually plan for when we get married, right? Until death do us part. And say if that failed, so it might make you to the point where you're apprehensive about making any more romantic plans for yourself. You might question, do I ever want to get married again? Or do I want to be in that type of commitment again? Things like that, right? But that's also something that would be a part of codependencies. Feeling like, or not having the patience to literally see it through, okay? But consider it is what Spirit is saying. Consider this, because you'll be able to create a clear path for yourself once you step outside of your comfort zone and stop over analyzing your situation here. Okay, now there's a secret here. We're gonna find out what the secret is about, but some of you are very emotional. Okay, and that's not a bad thing, you guys, because your emotions is what help you to intuitively understand certain situations, even yourself, right? But some of you could be emotionally immature on top of that, right? So take it how it resonates. Feminine energy, this might be you who is vulnerable with your emotions and your person is immature with theirs. But yeah, because I have the masculine energy that's coming in here in the reverse position. They have commitment issues. Okay, so you're seeing two dynamics here. And this is what I'm getting. I'm seeing two dynamics of codependencies, okay, that need to be freed or released. Now, this masculine energy is probably very aggressive, okay, selfish, things like that. But the reason they are like that is because of past hurt, past pain, past trauma. This is why they have a difficult time committing, okay? They need to really be more direct, more assertive. Wow. Instead of being arrogant, Spirit is saying be assertive, be more direct, because it's something that needs to be done that they're not doing, and it has a lot to do with fear, old ways of thinking, habit, stuff like that, codependencies. All right. Now we all have them, so Spirit is saying do some self-reflection here. The Hermit card is here. Do some self-reflection, okay? Because you really need to gain some insight about your own personal self right now. Withdraw your energy so that you can put that love back into yourself, because what's trying to come in for you is new love, a higher level commitment here. This is a part of your spiritual path. I got my twin flames card, honey, the lovers. All of this is happening because it's leading up to this engagement. Wow. And Instagram. I gotta go. Make sure you holler at me on YouTube. I was about to say Facebook. All right, peace. Now, so why you have to free yourself again is because you want to attract loving situations, loving people, ideal relationships, all of the great stuff to yourself. You want a partnership, okay? Where before you probably had it was an unbalanced relationship, right? It was unequal. You want to have a healthy attachment, not something where you feel as though you have to detach yourself from someone because they make bad choices here. Okay, so you want to be able to be in union is what Spirit is saying. You want to be able to be equally yoked, where there is balance within your situation. Okay, so the Lovers card also represents marriage as well. So that's what honeymoon, engagement, the lovers. All of this is leading up to this, and I really do believe that you understand that you are on a spiritual journey, a twin flame journey. On top of that, majority of you who are tapped in, you are dealing with your higher level soulmate here, and you guys keep going through this runner chaser relationship here, where it's hard to keep that chemistry going. Why? Because someone keeps going back into past hurt, past pain, past trauma, whatever it is that causes that fear that keeps you from moving forward. Okay, so once you're able to overcome yourself and overcome whatever is burdening you, that puts you more and more on your spiritual path here so that you can ascend into something deeper, something higher. All right, the Fool card is here. So this is what will bring you freedom. Okay, once you decide to take a chance, take the chance on yourself. Okay, because you'll have some surprises in store for you, especially when it comes to relationships, when you take this chance. Okay, take the chance to free yourself is what Spirit is saying, right? Take this risk so that you can have a new beginning for yourself. Don't be reckless or distracted or risky, right? Because that's codependent energy. That's stuff that people operate in that frequency when they experience trauma. It's like a protective mechanism almost, and it's habit, it's bad behavior, right? It's fear. Thank you, Nine of Swords. It's fear. It's anxiety. It's like anxiety. I can't get the word out. Am I saying it right? Anxiety. Yeah. Like, hold up, I can't get the word out. Okay, so it's anxiety. So you pretty much have to face your problems, right? Don't avoid looking at them. Face your problems, because if you don't face your problems, you'll keep having repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. And what you're going into when it comes to your love situation is something that's deeper, something that's more fulfilling. You don't want to have the same behaviors that you had previously into this new connection here. So recover, basically. Learn to recover, learn to cope, learn to heal from whatever took place in your past and face it so that you can release it. It's like, okay, I'm accepting the fact that this is what it is. I know that this is the source of my my problems, of my internal conflict. Now I'm ready to deal with it so that I can release it and move on. All right, because you don't want to get to a breaking point here, and you don't trust people because of fear, okay, and anxiety. That's stuff that's from the past, from what other people have done to you previously before. Now you got to be able to communicate. Okay, so communication is also key here with this. There will be some communication that will come forward. What is this about? And see, the thing is what Spirit is saying is like this communication that's going to come forward to you, it's not going to be emotional, and it has to be some type of emotional intimacy when dealing with this person, because again, this is a higher level soulmate that you have going on here. This person needs to be recognized as what Spirit is saying. Okay, this connection is something that needs to be one that is recognized, where you can reach some goals and you can accomplish some things here. You can succeed within your life, right? This will lead you to victory and success here. This is not something that you can keep hidden. All right, this is, wow, Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is really like, you got to be ambitious, very ambitious about your life, period, and make plans for your future. Be faithful, be grounded in your energy. instead of being in the low vibrational energy, which will cause you to be foolish or immature or irresponsible, or cause your person to be in that energy. Okay, now I have a Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. Again, that's low vibrational energy there. And then I have a King of Swords that's in the upright position. So I do have this masculine energy coming in, actually trying to level up within their own energy, to be clear in their thinking, to be a strong communicator. Remember, I said communication is key here. Trying to balance your emotional and spiritual energies so that you won't come across and be manipulative and calculated, or selfish. Okay, but there's a feminine energy here that's operating in their lower self, being selfish, jealous, insecure. Tell us about this feminine energy in the reverse here, Spirit. All right, so what's going on here is, all right, so I have, pull these cards out. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in the upright position is about partnership again, having a strong bond or a connection with someone, right? Something that's balanced, something that's equal. I spoke about that already, right? In the beginning. Now, this reverse energy that I'm picking up is, or wanted to have some type of partnership here, something that was built on a union, all right? And unfortunately, there's been an imbalance, okay, within this relationship. What it does sometimes is it creates this feeling of being insecure, right, or even jealous, because you know, when you're dealing with your past, it's something there that causes it, or it makes you triggered, just put it that way, right? Because in the past, this low vibrational energy here probably has felt neglected, or had to compete for love, you know, different things like that. And especially when it comes to their family. Okay, now the Ten of Swords is also here in the upright. That situation literally has collapsed. Okay, so there was some type of breakup or separation, and it ended up leading to sadness or grief. And on top of that, it has a lot of infidelity that's taking place within this. All right, now there's some stuff that's missing because the moon card is here, so there's some missing information within this dynamics here, some type of deception here. Okay, so we're gonna see what that deception is about. But instead of being persistent, right, instead of having hope despite whatever the adversities are that are taking place, someone is going into this energy of being defensive and very stubborn. Instead of accepting that the wheel has to turn here, they're not doing that. They're not making the adjustments for the wheel to turn. Okay, so this is all about this, your person or vice versa could be, how can I say it? Could be in a third party situation or have some type of unhealthy attachment. This sounds like a codependent relationship that someone has with someone outside of this twin flame dynamics here. Okay, and it needs to be some self-reflection. Okay, because the Judgment card is here. Spirit is like, there has to be judgment with this situation. You have to awaken. You can't stay asleep when it comes to this kind of love, because why? This is divine love. Again, the adjustments have to be made. So do some reflection and evaluate your own actions within this whole situation, right? This is for the masculine energy, also for this reverse queen here. Okay, because someone is in self-doubt, which is also tied to being bound to situations. Lack of self-awareness, failing to learn the lessons, and probably even blaming each other wrongly. Okay, now Spirit is going to bring some balance into this situation. The Temperance card is here. So what needs to be done is that it needs to be, all of this needs to have some type of harmony here, because of the imbalances. Is excessive, is what Spirit is saying. This is excessive, okay? In order to be able to get to this next stage, right, it has to be balanced out. This is why you have an angelic team that helps behind the scenes with these twin flame relationships here. Now this Queen of Cups is coming in again, so this is definitely whoever your masculine is attached to is coming in as this low vibrational energy here. They're very insecure and emotional, okay? They're a codependent partner, like I was saying. All right, and it has something to do with their family. Okay, so this is someone that they probably have a family with, or could have been married to, you know, or could just have had kids with, family member, however, right? However it resonates for you. Now, they've been contemplating about what? So instead of choosing happiness, this masculine energy, or you, right? You or your person have been choosing to stay bound to the hurt, to the pain, to the trauma. All right, instead of understanding what true love is, or even trying to be more active in it and accepting what has taken place, which ends up leading to what? Moving on. This masculine energy has been disconnected. Okay, now what I'm pulling out of this, all of this contemplation, right? I have the Magician and I have the Strength card, and I keep seeing the infinity symbol on both cards. One leads to new beginnings, one leads to spirit. So someone's gaining the willpower and the strength here. It's this time, this period that you guys are going through is a very stressful period here, but you or your person is really trying to be very resilient and using what? Compassion and empathy, right? So that you guys can come together here. You have the willpower, you have the desire to create whatever the opportunities is that you want for love, okay? Just by simply being proactive. And being proactive is saying, you know, come out of that energy of self-doubt, low confidence, okay? Having self-esteem issues or thinking negative about love. You got to come out. You have to free yourself from that. You have to free yourself from the illusions, from the manipulations, or whatever trickery there could be, right? Because it's deceitful. And all of this comes from being low in your confidence, or your person being low in their confidence, or lacking the willpower. Be more proactive. Stop contemplating is what Spirit is saying. Because this person that you're dealing with is divine love. Wow. You're holding on to loss and grief. This is where all of this contemplation is coming from. Feeling disconnected from relationships. Look, the devil. The devil in the mother freaking 5 of Cups versus the Star in the reverse. Let me tell you, this is a lot of oppression and codependency here. Okay, and feeling hopeless, especially about love. Thank you. Take a more positive perspective about your situation here, because again, Spirit is saying, hello, this is divine love. Move on and accept, heal from your past, because this person is the Empress. God damn it. Let me show y'all the 2 cards. I got the King of Pentacles and the Empress. With this person, you definitely can birth something new, right? You see this? The Pentacles. And when I look at these 2 things, I think of 2 people coming together, creating abundance here. Abundance in love, abundance in wealth, abundance in emotional stability. Like whatever it is that brings abundance in fertility and happiness, joy, prosperity, all of those things, security. This is what you 2 together would bring to the table here. Happiness. You would literally attract circumstances to yourself that will lead to your happiness. Something serious, something stable here, okay? And coming out of the energy of doing stuff for your own personal gain or lacking your own self-worth, right? It makes it hard to maintain relationships in that energy. So once you clear yourself from whatever this energy is that you hold on to, you know, and you can recognize your own shadows. You know what it is. Some of us deal with abandonment issues. I did a reading previously. When it spoke it said it exactly of what it was, and it was abandonment issues that needed to be dealt with in order to move to the next level. And here I'm doing a collective reading for love, and it's coming out saying in order to get to, you know, to reconcile after all of the tension that has been put in the situation, you have to overcome your abandonment issues. And here it's saying the same thing. In order to overcome this unrequited love and to get on to your divine life purpose, you have to free yourself, take back control of your life. Because what you're getting and what you will attract is a higher level commitment, which would be what? Your honeymoon, where you get to enjoy time together, an engagement, okay, where your love life ascends. New love, whether it's with a new person that stirred up your romantic feelings or with a person that you already, you know, you already got in mind, your person, you will get a new beginning with that person, where you'll get to experience love that you have not experienced with them before. You just got to make the effort to decide to want to heal yourself, to want to be able to offer and even receive great love, right? Because it's worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Okay, I love it. Let me tell you, my spirit team literally be dropping the jewels, telling you what you need to do step by step to overcome and to have what? Divine love, to have something that's lasting, that's stable, that's abundant. All right, now hopefully, you know, like I said, this is advice, and I tell y'all that all the time. You don't have to take it, right? Because you do have free will. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. My spirit team, they care. Okay, they do care. This is why they give the advice. But I want you to be able to make good self-honoring choices for yourself as well. But like I said, everyone has free will. And sometimes when we're operating in a certain energy, what do? You be like, I don't want that. I don't want to be with that person. I don't care what they do. Da, 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 da. I'm over that. But then again, then you still here trying to listen up to see what that energy is like, right? But truth be told, you know, you have to listen to your heart and kind of tell your ego to shut the fuck up, right? Because, why? Sometimes you know. When you know, you know. Okay? So trust what it is that you're feeling. When you know that someone is your person, you know. All right? Because it's a part of you that when you really don't want it, it's nothing that you will do, right? You, when to try to save it, it's just like, I'm done, right? But you still keep feeling drawn to this person, even though there's this runner chaser dynamic. You can't find yourself, no matter what situations you get in, whoever you end up dealing with, you still find yourself drawn to this person, connected to them, dreaming of them, longing for them. I've even heard stories where people said in a twin flame dynamic that they crave their person, and it almost feels like an obsession. It's weird, right? Now, definitely this was supposed to be a collective reading, but shit, it turned out to be a twin flame twin flame reading on top of that. But yeah, if you do want to know more about twin flame readings, definitely, and if you feel like you are one, or you're trying to find out if you're one, reach out to me again, and I do personal readings. I do have twin flame readings on sale right now for $10 off of the original price. Okay, so definitely book an appointment with me to get a reading done, or go to my YouTube and just scroll through my channel. I have tons of readings for twin flames, okay, and where I break down the dynamics of twin flame unions. I might do a separate video for it eventually, but as it stands right now, I'm just still pretty much pulling together information, and on top of that, just doing it within these collective readings. But yeah, that's about it. This is your love story. All right, peace.